This is a tutorial on how to use the CRRT calculator for using Tablo. So in this demo, we will show you how to use this spreadsheet to ensure that you get the appropriate ultrafiltration by the end of the run. So what we're going to do here, we're going to start in the first column. We're going to say this is a fresh run. We've not done anything at this point. And we're going to start with an intake of 0, a CRRT of 0. Here we're going to enter our ordered UF goal. So let's say it was 200. Let's see, nothing will populate in here yet. And this is our recommended UF rate based on the 300 extra that Tablo already gives us. Now what we want to do now, let's say we do expect to have some intake in the next hour. We'll select yes here. And that will automatically populate for us a rate here. What we want to do to get the appropriate rate number here is we want to come over to this box and add in our intake and output. So let's say we expect that we'll probably have 100 of intake in the next hour. Let's say 25 of non-CRRT output. So if there's chest tube drainage or JP drainage or whatever, we're just going to put a projected number into there and we're going to hit enter. Automatically populates that we'll have 75 extra in fluid, and this took into account. So for hour 1, we're going to start our run at a UF of 300. So moving along to the next hour, and every hour going forward, we're going to go ahead and hit this button to insert our intake and outputs. That populates this screen, which allows us to keep track of things a little easier. So let's say we have a bunch of drips. We've got amiodarone, we have propofol, levo, epi, etc. Here we can put in, so we've completed our first hour run and we're putting what our intakes were for the previous hour. So let's say we had 17 here, 25 here, levofed 25, let's say epi we had 10, and let's say we had a JP here. It can be any name. We had 10, we had a chest tube 1, 10, chest tube 2, 20. And let's say we're good on that. Now we look here, it says select the intake cell on the spreadsheet before clicking submit. So these are all of our intakes and outputs. So what we're going to do is we're going to click in our intake here, right in this box. We're going to go ahead and click submit. And as you can see here, it added in what our total intake and what our total output. Now it's asking us if we want to go ahead and add in our intake and output for the next hour. And for convenience, we absolutely do, because let's say these drips and outputs we don't expect to make any changes. It may be the same thing, so we do want to try to account for those. So we're going to click yes. And what happens here in the background, we've already selected here automatically into this little box, into the first box. And let's say we don't think that our drips and our outputs will be much different. It'll be this in the next hour. So instead of manually typing this in, we just go ahead and click submit again, and that will automatically put in what our total intake and output was here and tells us that we have an extra 37 that we have to account for on our next hour. This little box just automatically populates anytime we hit that submit button. So we can click no here because it doesn't matter. So as you can see what happened over here, this will automatically tell us what our next intake is, or what our next UF rate is. So we're going to go ahead and finish our yellow section here. We still have a 200 UF goal. This here is what the machine reports to us of what we pulled. So let's say the machine now reports that we have a negative 50. And we do expect intake in the next hour. So we click yes. And as you can see, the 274 automatically took our 237, which was our recommended UF rate, and it accounted for this extra 37 of intake for our next hour. So this is going to be what our next goal for our UF rate is. Now looking at some of these numbers here, here was our intake, this was our output, this was our fluid removal goal per the doctor, This is what Tablo reported to us at a -50. This tells us that we actually took 250 mLs off the patient this past hour. This number here tells us that we took over 275 off, so that was cool. That was good. This tells us, no, we're not currently on track to meet our current goal. And the reason for that is, based on what our intake and output were, we should be currently at 75 on our fluid balance. So we should be still 75 over where we started. And where we are currently is we are at an 87 fluid balance. So we are just a little bit over here. So we're about 13 off goal. So this automatically took that into account when it's calculating. So our next rate is 274. So if we're going to the next hour, we've completed another hour. We can click here, and let's say we had a little bit of a change here, and we had a big increase in our chest tube. No big deal. We'll go ahead and select on our intake. We'll click submit. Notice we've already got our intake and output here. Do we want to add our intake and output for the next hour? Yes. We don't expect it to change much in the next shift, so we've already clicked in here. So we'll go ahead and click submit again. We're going to click no. And notice once we put our required information here, 200, Tablo currently says we have 100. Click enter. We're still not quite where we need to be on our fluid balance. So we'll click yes. So our next UF goal is 368. So we continue to do this until we get back on track. We're going to say no for this time just because we're going to assume that it's going to be the same. We had 200, and let's say, see, 368, we got 468 here. Let's pretend. Tableau says that. So now, as you notice, we changed that we are now on track to meet our current goal. Our current goal fluid balance is -375 at this point in time in the run, and we are at a -375 at this time. So we're recommended rate is 225, but we do expect more UF or more fluid that we need to remove. So it's going to automatically populate whatever is in this box down here, what we calculated in our intake and output. We can go ahead and close this. Now if we do close this, keep in mind the amounts will go away, but our labels won't. We click out of there. We're in our next hour, click our intakes and outputs, and notice we still have our labels. And if we don't want those labels, click submit. Nope. And notice they won't populate anymore. So it's very simple. Now once we've completed all of our run, let's say we've completed the entire sheet, we're done, over with, we met our goal, whatever, it'll tell us where we are on our fluid balance throughout the whole time. So if the doctor stops in, we can tell them right where they're at on their fluid balance. We've taken a total of 375 off of them, for example, if a doctor came in right now, and we can tell them throughout the process. And this number will get closer, it's color coded, so the closer it gets to goal, it'll get it into the green. So you kind of know, it gives you a little visual cue on how you're doing on getting fluid off the patient. Then once we've completed our run, we are done with the sheet, we want to reset the sheet, we can click the clear sheet and start over. Now I included a prompt here, are you absolutely sure you want to clear your sheet and start over? Because this you cannot click undo or anything like this. This will go clear the whole sheet. So we click yes, clear, and ready to start over.